Hello, what's going on, everybody? Tips here, back again with another video. If you couldn't tell by now, I'm pretty much only making videos when I get amped up or I get pissed off with what I read on Reddit and Twitter and other social media sites. This is basically just going to be a video talking about things that happened at the previous HCS Raleigh event and things going forward into the HCS Anaheim event and what they need to do better and how they're still making the same mistakes that they made in Halo 5. So yeah, let's just talk about the production value of HCS Raleigh, which wasn't really that good. Which is even more embarrassing than Halo 5 because they brought in Adam Apicella with his esports company that I don't know the name of it. But basically he left MLG and he co-founded a esports freelancing company, and HCS, PGL, ESL, any tournament organizers, they can pay them, tell them, hey, come on, help us with this event, and then they come, bring all their stuff, and help out, which they didn't have that in Halo 5, and we're still having the same problems. We're still having the same issues. I mean, it's good that it's out of a venue now. I'm guessing the same one as Raleigh, as MLG Raleigh, or something similar to that. It's better than what it looked like in Halo 5. If you guys remember one of the last events in Halo 5 where all the memes were coming out, it looked like it was, out of someone's backyard, like someone was having a birthday party. It didn't even look like a professional tournament at all. But anyway, going into Raleigh, we had a lot of COVID restrictions and stuff like that. Everyone had to be vaccinated and show proof of vaccination, and it's a little bit different than how we've had tournaments previously. I think this was the first Halo tournament in general that had, since COVID started, that we've had. But anyway, PC players obviously were informed that they were going to have to play in the open bracket on Xbox Series X's, which is a huge downgrade because the Xbox Series X can only go up to 120 frames per second, I believe. I'm not sure if that's just with MCC or if that's with Halo Infinite as well. I'm just going to go with 120 FPS. It doesn't really matter because the PC can go up to like in the 300s. So it's definitely a downgrade, and I don't know if a lot of PC players switch to Xbox to practice or whatever. But if you were in pool play or the championship bracket, then you didn't have to play on an Xbox and you were able to play on PC. But I just don't understand how Microsoft as a company wouldn't have enough money to put forth PCs for everybody. It just doesn't make sense. I've said it before, I'll say it again. It just kind of shows that Microsoft or Xbox in general doesn't give a rat's ass about these tournaments. They are kind of like half-assing it, that's just kind of the general census of what I'm getting. I mean, if they didn't want to put their own money forth, they could have gotten revenue from the community. I'm sure a lot of people would have been happy to do that because it would have generated a more validity for the tournament. It would have made it more competitive because people wouldn't be forced to play on things that they're not used to playing on, and yeah. But anyway, that's how they wanted to run their tournament. But either way, I think the people that won should have won. Obviously, Royalty wasn't at the tournament, and Sentinels had to play with Formal, which I'm not sure how serious he took the event since he is on Optic, which is kind of weird. And he was wearing an Optic hat when he was playing, which is also kind of weird. But anyway, another thing that was kind of funny was the people that played on Xboxes, which was most of the event. They had to play on dev kits, which a lot of people didn't find out until the tournament was already going, which is kind of weird. They definitely look a lot different than the Series X's because they were laying down like regular Xbox Ones and not standing up like the Series X's have to. So yeah, it looks kind of weird. I'm not sure what a dev kit is. I don't know. I mean, obviously, it's what the developers use to make the game and stuff like that, and playtest the game. But no information was released about what the difference is between the dev kit and the Series X and all that stuff. So I don't know. Hopefully, with Anaheim, they can give a little bit more info on that, or maybe I don't know. This is kind of like a crazy thought. Actually, have enough Xboxes for everybody to play on, or maybe I don't know. Let PC players play on PCs and not force them to play on Xboxes. Or if you guys are just having a huge issue with this, make it to just have PC tournaments and have Xbox tournaments because you guys obviously have no idea what you're doing, or it seems that way. We're still having constant LAN issues, which we didn't have on the 360s. I don't know how we're comparing a 360 to a Series X in terms of power. Obviously, the Series X is going to be stronger with the teraflops and how the Xbox in general is getting closer and closer to being a low tier PC. But somehow the 360 is able to. Its track record is still stronger than the Xbox One. Or any Xboxes that have come out after the 360. So, people are getting disconnected during the matches. We're having issues. I just don't get it. And if we weren't having issues, then how come there are like 5 or 6 hours between matches for a lot of people? It just doesn't make any sense. And people were not allowed to warm up or keep warm when you had tons and tons of stations that were not being used for anything, and their and then 343's excuse was, oh, we couldn't let them go over there and play because we didn't have anyone to supervise them and we didn't have anybody to wipe down the stations because after every match we had to make sure that all the stations were sanitized because of COVID. And I'm just like, I don't know, that kind of seems like a stupid excuse why you're just gonna let them sit there. And people wouldn't be complaining about not being able to warm up if you didn't have them sitting there waiting for their next match, hours after they just play the match. Like, if I'm running a tournament, I'm going to make sure that at the most, people are going to have to wait like 45 minutes. Obviously, sudden death happens, matches go longer because of whatever. But I'm not going to make people wait more than like 45 minutes to play the next match. That is just unacceptable. And for Adam Epicella to go on Twitter and be like, yeah, good job, guys. We knocked it out of the park this week, and it's just embarrassing, Instead, I would have been like, good try, first event. Obviously, we made a lot of mistakes, and we're going to be taking feedback, and we're going to make sure that the Anaheim event is going to be great. That would have been better. Not like, yeah, good job, guys. You knocked it out of the park. Like, really? No, they didn't. They kind of dropped the ball. Anyway, so those were the big problems with Raleigh. Huge problems. The open bracket was just embarrassing, and yeah. So we're still having the same issues that we had during Halo 5. And on another note, I don't know if you guys knew this, but the Xbox Series X dev kits had to replace the PCs on main stage because they were having problems on day 2 with the AMD 6800, 6900 graphics cards, which they already knew they had a problem with before the event even started, and they still let people compete in the tournament with the PCs that were having the graphics card issues. Like what? I don't understand that. Like, there's no transparency, there's nothing going on, no communication. We're just, gonna keep this a secret, and hopefully the graphics cards don't fuck up. But they fucked up, and we knew they were gonna fuck up. But we're still gonna let people compete in a tournament that they spend money on, and they flew, hundreds of miles from where they live. It's just like, where's the professionalism? I just don't get it. We're in 2021 in this tournament, 20 years after Halo 1. People were running tournaments in Halo 1 a lot better than how these tournaments are ran. Like, obviously there's more people, but I just don't get it. The production value is just not scaling to where it needs to be. I just don't get it. Anyway, so yeah, we all know that HCS Raleigh was, shitty. I give it a 5 out of 10. They fucked up. Okay, so going into HCS Anaheim, I don't want this video to be too long, but I can't let people say that Raleigh was a good event. It was a horrible event. Okay, so HCS Anaheim is going to be happening from February 11th through the 13th. So that's a little over a month from now. And if you go on to the HCS Twitter account, they still have the pinned tweet it's the pinned tweet on their Twitter is the winners of HCS Raleigh, which was Cloud9, and pictures and shown, and that's all good and stuff. But that was, a couple of weeks ago. We need to get with the program. We need to be posting information, past prices. Where's the hotel at? Where's the venue at? Hello? Like, where's the information after this event? Like, we've been down this road before. Everyone's been around the block, like 20 times with other tournament organizers giving the information like a week or two before the event. No, it needs to happen now. Like, I don't understand. I think it's good that DreamHack. So DreamHack was basically going to happen at the same time as HCS Anaheim, and they canceled the DreamHack event, and they're just going to say that the next DreamHack event is going to be in Dallas, like a few months from now. So, and they did this because, and here's the thing, is that people thought that HCS Anaheim was canceled, and it took them days to say, oh no, it's just DreamHack. They're just going to focus on the HCS event. It's just like we're doing it again. This, it's a sickness. It's a sickness with 3v3. They have no idea what they're doing, and all these people that are in charge, Tashi, like, what are you guys doing? Where's the communication? Where's the transparency? Hello, like. As soon as you know what's happening, you need to go on Twitter, Reddit, the forums, wherever, and you need to, pick the 3 most populated places to where this information is going to be received on the internet and post it there. Twitter and Reddit, and I don't know where the third one is. Maybe your website. I don't know. But yeah, you need to get that everywhere so people know what's going on, because a lot of people thought it was canceled. So anyway, DreamHack's canceled because they want to focus solely on the HCS event, and probably because of COVID too. In regards to COVID, a lot of people have said, especially on Reddit, that they're not even going to think about getting tickets, airplane tickets, to go to the tournament and compete until COVID stats and restrictions and other things are announced, because, especially in California. California is a really bad area for COVID right now, especially in Los Angeles. And Anaheim is not that far off from where Los Angeles is. So a lot of people. So this event, if they don't give it the program, 343 and HCS, if they don't give it the program and start posting information about, how many people from Raleigh got COVID, what are the stats, in the Anaheim area, what are the restrictions going to be? What do we need to do to protect ourselves? Because a lot of people don't want to get COVID. A lot of people have jobs. When they come back, they don't want to be out and all that stuff. So they need to post info, hotel, address for the tournament. All the info needs to be posted ASAP. Right now, we're a little under a month until the tournament is going to be happening. Like, we've been down this road before. What are we doing? Like, I'm going around in a loop because I don't think you're understanding. I don't think you're hearing me, what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, this is ridiculous. It's 2022 now. Doing the same shit, man. The HCS Twitter is not updating info or talking about the event. The DreamHack Halo Twitter account is not updating info or talking about the event. All they're posting is what's happening with these online qualifiers. It's good that you're tweeting out the online qualifiers, but your pinned tweet on both Twitter accounts needs to be, okay, this is where the hotel's going to be. This is how much it is for a night for a room in the hotel. This is how much the passes are going to be. This is how many passes we have available. I don't know, maybe prices for airplane tickets, other information, COVID, so this is what we're going to be doing with restrictions of COVID. You have to do this, and this, stuff like that. Like, just to show that you give a shit or anything like that. Anyway, a little bit more information for DreamHack Anaheim 2022, HCS Anaheim. The prize pool is going to be $125K. It's still going to be cross-play, so PC players are going to be playing against Xbox players. Hopefully this time around they have enough Xboxes and they have enough. Hopefully this time they have enough dev kits and enough PCs with good graphics cards in them. Yeah. So that's all I got to say in this video. Hopefully they listen. Hopefully they give a shit. I doubt that's going to happen. We're probably going to have the same issues. To this day, we still haven't had good LAN with the Xbox Ones, Xbox Series X's, Xbox One X's. You know, these. I don't know, man. I don't know, but it's just not how it used to be with the 360s. People are getting disconnected mid-match. We're having shots not registered. I mean, just look at Halo 2 Anniversary and how many problems we had with tournaments there. Look at how many problems we had with production in Halo 5. And look at this event and seeing how many problems we're having. We're, 2, 3, 4 hours between matches in the open bracket is unacceptable. It's ridiculous. If that is happening, you need to let people warm up. Just have one person wipe down the fucking stations. It's not that hard, Like, shit. Anyway, have a good one, guys. We're off to a rocky start already in 2022. Rest in peace to John Madden and Betty White. A couple other. There was a Denver Bronco receiver that passed away a few days ago as well as Reeves, who was a coach for the Falcons, the Giants, and maybe the Broncos, and he passed away as well. So dang, a lot of people are already dying. And we're only 4 days into 2022. It's crazy. I know John. I think John Madden passed away last year, and so did Betty White. But I just want to talk about them because they're awesome. Anyways, guys, have a good one. Hopefully they are going to learn from their mistakes. I doubt it, but hopefully they will. Peace out.